name is Nazifa Binti Muhammad Tarmidi, matric number E20B0311.
Hi, my name is NURWAJIHAH Binti JAMAL, matric number E20B0563.
My name is SITI NORFADILAH Binti JASNI and my matric number is E20A0493.
My name is AFIRA Binti KAMARUDDIN. My matric number is E20A0558.
My name is Lim Sin Lin and my matrix number is E20A0554.
My name is JING, matric number E02A0513.
My name is ZULKARNAIN bin GHAZALI, number matric E20A0517.
My name is Muhammad HAIQAL AIMAN bin Muhammad SAUFI, matric number E20B0365.
Hi, so now I'm going to brief about private limited company. The definition of private limited company is the company whose liabilities of its member are limited to amount of shares held in the company, which means private limited company is held by few individuals privately having a separate legal entity. In this, the shareholders cannot trade public shares. It restricts its number of shares to 50%. Shareholders cannot sell their shares without approval of the shareholders. It is company which is restrict the right of its member to transfer its shares, and it doesn't send the invitation to the public for subscription of its shares. So now I'm going to share with you about the advantage of private limited company. First is easy to obtain the capital. It is because when more resources or large-scale production is necessary, forming a private limited company protects the interests of lenders with adequate funding. Your company can produce goods at lower cost, thus increasing profits and customer satisfaction. Furthermore, the future of the business becomes secure. DIY accounting reports private limited company tend to retain more funds within the business to meet future financial commitments, which aid year-on-year growth compared to the sole proprietors. Next is the lifespan of the company is not dependent upon the death or resignation of any of its members. That means private limited companies enjoy permanent successions because the company is legal entity. Shareholders and employees act as agent of company and therefore do not affect the company if they leave. In the event of death or resignation, the company's articles of association allocate the shares to remaining the members. Discontinuation of the company only occurs when the liquidation or similar means. Guaranteed succession not only benefit members but secure jobs and resources for the community. But even though there is advantage of the private limited company, but there is also the disadvantage, which is first, company's tax is high, where registered directors of private limited company must maintain impeccable records of profits and losses, including income and expenditures. These records must be kept for at least 7 years and are used to complete the corporation tax returns every year. Private limited companies must also pay taxes and insurance for their employees. The second disadvantage is expensive registration fee. As we know, private limited company can be very expensive to create, as it must pay not only the taxes and employee insurance, but also any legal fees or other incidental involved in the business. Private limited companies can be also quite complex, meaning that lawyers and accountants almost always need to be involved in the private limited company from the start, which can be costly. Okay, that's all for me.
I'm going to explain the entrepreneur background. The interviewee's name is Dr. Wan Hasnan bin Wan Idris. He is 48 years old. He came from Tumpak, Kelantan, and now he and his family are staying in Kota Baru, Kelantan. He was graded from Doctor of Veterinary Medicine UPM in 1997 and Master of Business Administration in UMK. He also attended a few short courses like Entrepreneurship Development Program in UITM and SME University Program under SME Corp. He's doing printing business like t-shirt printing, corporate uniform, corporate gift, and others. Also doing food and beverage business, but this is an online business. He started the printing business because Tabaru didn't have a printing business in 2000. He has spent 12 to 16 hours working when he started the printing business to fulfill the customer demands. That's all from me, thank you.
For the company background, this company were organized under Sina Berhad. The name of company, Doknan T-shirt, bag and souvenir. Type of this business, T-shirt printing and sulam. Owner name for this company, Wan Hasnan bin Wan Idris. If you want to make some order, you just call or go to email or the website www.nan.com.my. This business have two branch, Pangkalan Cepa and Shah Alam.
For the industry, he used small to medium enterprise (SEM), and the target for the business are corporate, individual, school, and agent. He also used run the business is online and offline business. And for the beginning, that business, the employees are 102 and now only 25 people of employees.
Next, I will explain about the entrepreneur before he starting the venture. Dr. Wan Hasnan, his education background is graduate as a veterinarian from University Putra Malaysia. He also alumni from University Malaysia Kelantan and University Technology Marak. He also have been chosen in second batch as at UMK. It's from 7 government university in Malaysia. He got an offer to go to SME University in Japan. Before starting the venture, Dr. Wan Hasnan also have a previous work experience, which is Dr. Hasnan has been working at broker firm to help his late adopted brother. During his working at there, he's surrounded by a few amazing person to guide her to do the work, and he gained so many knowledge at there. Other than that, he also has been working at some company that managing import and export matters. He also a hardworking person and never give up creating a new design to her customer. And then he said his role models is Tuan Syed Mokhtar, Datuk Hishamuddin from Karangcraft, and the role model that he so amazed is Abdul Rahman bin Auf. Dr. Hasnan also has been starting another business since his studies, which is from secondary school. At the UPM, he already started to sell t-shirt. He will take a t-shirt from the Thailand, stock t-shirt from the Thailand, and then every semester, his friend will take the t-shirt and sell from room to room in the college. And even during studies, he make a serunding and beef sambal. He will pack it and stock and send to the market. He started his business with his wife, and from the easiest printing to the hardest one, he tried to get the best design. And then he has been intending to become an entrepreneur since a teen. At the young age, he always think the good entrepreneur need to be passionate about the business. Dr. Wan Hasnan does not came from a family with business. He interesting in business with their own self. His father and mother is a teacher. Even though their parents does not an entrepreneur, it will not change his mind to stop doing the business.
Hello, and so I will explain a little bit about the entrepreneur at the time he started the venture. So for the first point is primary motivation to start up the business. During our interview, Dr. Wan Hasnan told us his motivation to start a business is because he already interested and involved in business since secondary school. He also continued doing a lot of business during his student years at university, and he also worked in several workplaces and one time worked for just free so he could gain the knowledge about business. So the second point is setting any goals while set up the business. For Dr. Hasnan, his goals are to make sure that his printing business to be one of the known business in the area. So his idea to read into market and grab opportunities is what made his business such a success this day. By having goals, he know what to focus and what need to be done to achieve that. The next point is resources that are available before the startup. Dr. Hasnan bin Wan Idris said, to start a business is easy. We just need to use the resources that we already have around us. For example, as long as we have knowledge, a few capital, and a networking, we can already start a business. That's what Dr. Hasnan said to us. So for the next part, we will continue to HAIQAL. Thank you.
Next, business is success. What's the mistake of the Dr. Hasnan have made, and what he have to learn about this mistake? First, according to Dr. Hasnan, he said there's two ways to avoid mistake when running a business. First, Dr. Hasnan said is someone can take own risk for starting the business. For example, the other risk is we can get any total loss of marketing, stock, and another, and it is so very not good for starting to do business. And then the factor can make the people down and not interesting again to make another business. Second, our risk is we also can get any people to involve with their business. It is because the people not any experience. Why this factor when you starting your own business and high risk to get risk. Second, Dr. Hasnan said next, the second way to avoid mistake is Dr. Hasnan said we can get any job at other company to learn a new skill, a new experience, and a new environment before you started the business. This is because when you have a experience, you have a new skill or whatever, you can make a company is strongly because you can adapt the culture and you can solve our problem when your business running is problem. And then it is because you have a lot experience and skill.
And I would like to proceed my part, which is conclusion. In this interview, we has learned about some entrepreneurial value and mindset that we need to have this mindset before we starting a business. The first mindset is we should be brave to make any decision, and also starting a business. Considering or worried too much will make you feel less motivated or give up easily. The businessman Dr. Hasnan have tell us that he never afraid to make any decision. Include he want to starting a business because he making the business plan before he starting the business, and he also have a lot of experience before he starting his printing shop business. So he never afraid to making the business. The second mindset is we should learn about to have persistence to starting a business. Dr. Hasnan tell us that he spent almost 6 years to make his business become stable. So he starting his business on 2000 year and until today. So he have overcome with many challenge and also take over with the rice. So as we say, running a business is we have to be patient and persistent. We can find the success in a short time. So the key success factor to running a business are we should not afraid to taking risk, because if we are afraid of risk, our business will never become success. The second key is we should do what we want to do and not only dream about it. For example, if we want to starting a business, we should immediately do research and also starting our business, but not only thinking repeat in our mind. So Dr. Hasnan say before, when he want to starting a business, he will start it immediately. So we should do whatever we want. So in the conclusion, I would like to say thank you to Dr. Hasnan because he's spending his time with us to sharing his business experiment with us, and I would like to appreciate to my team member that spending a lot of time help each other and also showing their responsibility to this entrepreneur assignment. Thank you so much.